I had a coaching call with one of my clients this morning. She's in her 60s, and we're just talking about her progress. Now, one small little thing in terms of online coaching with elderly people, it can be done. Times have changed. The technology and tools are out there. I taught her how to basically do a squat through the internet. It's actually very, very doable. Anyway, she's doing her stuff. She's training. She's working out. She's training her condo gym. I'm proud as hell in terms of her progress. She's disciplined with her nutrition. So nutrition, discipline, and workouts are disciplined, and she's getting the groove of things. Not only that, her husband has started training. Her husband is pre-diabetic, has issues, and this is the thing that I want to talk about. Is because it happens all the time. When you start training, when my clients are training, especially the longer term ones, everyone around them starts training. It's because they sense the change, the energy. Everyone wants to know what they're doing. So when you go through your transformation, when I went through my transformation, my reality has shifted because then everyone else around me are people who always wanted to train. When you start, it could be very lonely because people are just getting out. They're not, like, most people on this planet are not trained. They're out of shape. Like, almost, well, I've worked in gyms before, so like I know the stats of gym memberships. It's 1 every 36 Canadians has a gym membership to Good Life Fitness, which is the second largest private gym in the world. And I think they go an average of 1.7 times per month, and this is the people who have gym memberships. So imagine like how many people are actually consistently growing. That's how like inconsistent most people are. So the odds that you pick up good habits is a lot tougher. So but as you become the role model and people start observing how you're operating and going through the day, they start to resonate with your energy and the transformation in terms of that's happening day by day. You'd be surprised how quickly they'll kind of like sense the energy that you're kind of giving off, and they're just like, okay, I'm watching, I'm kind of just observing, and then over time they'll want to know what you're doing. Not everybody, but first, those who do, they're gonna start asking you, and it's always usually family members most of the time. They want to know what you're doing. They want to know how you're operating because they just see the changes in you. So by you conducting yourself in a certain manner and that's improving yourself, it resonates to the other people around you. So don't look at it as when you have that mentality, like, okay, I'm not just transferring myself. Other people around me are going to change. They're going to change. So if you want your parents to be more active and your wife, husband, whatever it may be, brother, sister, then you instead of shoving down their throats, take action. It happens all the time. I can say with almost a 99% guarantee of my long-term clients, people around them started to train. All the time. Just think about that for a second. So you're not really transforming yourself. You're taking the lead, and other people around you are doing transforming too. That's why I upload my videos. That's why I upload my face on Instagram every single day. That's why I talk about working out, just in terms of just lifting yourself up and the energy that you change. The physique is important too. Yeah, don't get me wrong. But health is energy. Health is a form of energy. So is strength. And when you're happy and you're strong, you're going to be a lot more happier in life, a lot more fulfilled, a lot more at peace. So that's one side of things. Okay, so there's going to be a lot of people as you transform around you that's going to be lifted up. But there's also the other side. There are a lot of people around you who, as you transform, you're going to go through turbulence. But like I said, the majority on this planet are not training. The majority on this planet are convinced there's no fucking hope. Or their habits that they're behaving, they think they are certain that they think it's okay to operate the way they are. If they didn't, they wouldn't be stuck. They would be, I know how to do this whole fitness getting lean thing. So they do it. But they don't. So when you start transforming and you start leveling up, there are certain friends around you who are going to tell you to come out. They're going to tell you to eat certain things. They're going to tell you to party a certain way and eat drugs or just have drugs or smoke or drink alcohol. And then when you fold, some of you will, not all. I'm sure it's happened. Watch what they will kind of say. It's like, well, you weren't going to be disciplined anyways. We all knew you couldn't do it. And you kind of look at them, it's like, this motherfucker. He knew I wanted to be fit. He knows I want to be strong. And he's kind of just like enabling me. And they're all just like, we know he can't do it. It's going to happen. And they're going to be like, why don't you have this one drink? Why don't you just come out this one time? It's because this one time equals never. Especially for your first 60 days, 90 days when you're trying to build a habit. You gotta cut almost all that shit out and be very disciplined. If you think you're gonna start a transformation in your first 90 days and you're gonna go out every goddamn week, you're fucked. There's like, I'm being honest, because it's not just a drink or a smoke. It's all the habits that come along with it. The laziness, the grogginess, the foggy brain, the lack of activity, lack of productivity, which leads to more vices, more drinking, more alcohol, more junk food, and you just fucked everything off. And it takes you about 40 to 72 hours to recover. And by the time you get out of it, you do that fucking every week, you're fucked. There's no growth in that. Trust me when I say this, if I could drink every week and drink and get strong and lean, I would. But no, it doesn't happen. I've had even clients who would have a glass of wine a day, a little bit after work. I even told them, I was like, do you realize when you're when you're in university, if you do that in university, you consider yourself an alcoholic. So why is it any different? And she's just like, oh, fuck, you're right. It's just a mentality of people out here in this world. They completely forget that they've normalized bad behavior. Well, you can say, well, put it this way. If it wasn't bad, you wouldn't be out of shape. It's as simple as that. So if you enjoy having your glass of wine every single day, sure. But then train every single day and have like a lot of energy. But if you feel like you're out of energy, you're out of shape, I mean, you got to make those sacrifices. And I guarantee you, I can swear on my heart, once you start drinking the wine every single fucking day with the workouts, I know which one most people are going to sacrifice. It's the wine. I've never met a person who drinks wine, a glass of wine every single day and works out versus like working out. They say, the glass of wine is a better alternative. They all regret quitting the workout because it's harder. But because it's hard, that's where that's where you gain all the pride. That's how you become so fucking happy by yourself. So as you do your transformation and you're getting more pride, you're gaining a lot of momentum, you're gaining a lot of strength, you're believing in yourself. For once in your fucking life, you believe in yourself, you love the way you feel, and look, you're going to start motivating people around you. And there are some people around you who are going to try to pull you down. And those that are trying to pull you down, don't get offended by it. And at the same time, as you rise up, almost every time, you're going to get frustrated. You're going to be mad that people are not changing their habits and like cleaning up their life just because you did for your first 30 days and 60 days. Just because you see it, you're in chapter 1 of this whole transformation thing, and all of a sudden you have this like la-di-da moment. All of a sudden people have to start listening to you. No, it's long view. Most people don't listen to me, nor do they have to. I at one point I used to get frustrated. I get so angry in my head. I'm like, this motherfucker's out of shape. He's fat. He's skinny. He's weak. He's got no confidence. He's always emotional. He's temperamental. He always needs attention. Motherfucker, give yourself attention. Start like clean up your act, right? I have the answer, but they don't want to listen. So in that situation, I just focus on me. I've always believed all negative states is an internal signal that we need to level up. So when I feel like I'm getting frustrated with certain clients or people that are not listening, I just realize I'm not focused on the right thing, especially with clients. Because I know I've been told I'm a very patient coach with a lot of people, because I learned if people are stuck, are kind of like, if I tell them to A, B, C, and they only do A and B or only A, and they do their own thing, I'll give them reminders 1, 2, 3, and 4 times, and then after that, if I'm getting frustrated, I'll pivot, and I'll give that attention to someone else who deserves it, because my attention is not respected, nor it's valued at that time, and they have to go headfirst into a wall or something to learn their lesson. And that's the lesson they need to actually hear, and it's from God. So if you're going through your transformation, like I said, people are going to change. 1. Number 2, people will try to pull you down. And this is the people around you. Like I said, the majority of people around you are not physically in shape. They're all they're on medication, vices, drugs and alcohol, food, a shit ton of comfort food. And they're probably just weak, out of shape, and just look at them. Are you when you look at them, do you like, oh, that's a specimen physique that I want? Probably not. Right? So like that's going to happen. And then at the same time, as you transform, it's because you're going to go through some lonely phases where you're going to like, well, I'm kind of alone in this whole thing. That's why having a community of certain people you can talk to helps, for sure. Finding a good gym helps, for sure. And usually the best people are the ones in the morning, because they're the consistent ones. So if you can go to the gym early in the morning and get a workout in, those are the best people. Okay, it doesn't mean people at night are any worse, but odds are, if you're disciplined in the morning, you're one of the real ones. Okay? Just a bit of a reflection post. So if you're getting frustrated that you're leveling up and transforming, people are not listening, don't worry about it. Just realize that negative energy is not doing you any justice, and you're trying to force it onto someone instead of just leading the way and focusing on yourself. All right, people? Just something worth mentioning and reflecting on. Love you guys. I'm out.